Hello guys and welcome to this week's video, and in this video I will be talking about Yuzuha Shiba from Tokyo Revengers. And this video is going to contain manga spoilers from Tokyo Revengers. Yuzuha is the older sister of Hakai Shiba, who is a vice captain of Toman, and she is also the younger sister of Taiju Shiba, who is the leader of the Black Dragons. As a child, Yuzuha was raised by her mother, and her father was never home, so her mother was the only parent she ever got to spend time with. However, her mother had a terminal illness, so Yuzuha would go to visit her in the hospital, and Yuzuha had a really good relationship with her mother. And during their visits at the hospital, Yuzuha's mother would teach her how to read books, and Yuzuha loved her mother very much. However, her mother died when she was just a little girl. And when she was less than 10 years old, Yuzuha was tasked with the responsibility of protecting her family. And she had no parents to help her with this task. After the death of her mother, Yuzuha would go to visit her mother's gravesite, and she would tell her mother not to worry because she will be the one to protect their family. As a child, Yuzuha was very strong-willed, and she had a great sense of responsibility to protect her family. However, she was still just a child, and her mother's death caused her a lot of suffering. In order to cope with the pain, Yuzuha would always cry by herself, and she would wish that she could hug her mother again one day. After the death of their mother, Taiju started physically abusing both Hakai and Yuzuha. Taiju would commit domestic violence over insignificant things, like the light being left on in the bathroom. Yuzuha would always cry when she saw Hakai getting beaten up, and she would try to comfort him by telling him that she will protect him in his mother's place. And Yuzuha could not stand to see her little brother getting beaten up, so she decided to start taking Hakai's beatings in his place. This means that Yuzuha was taking twice as many beatings than Hakai was. As a child, Yuzuha was protecting Hakai all by herself, and she did this for many years. She is so devoted to her younger brother that she was even willing to kill her older brother in order to save Hakai. And Yuzuha even went as far as to stab Taiju with a knife in an attempt to take his life. And this just shows how far she is willing to go to protect her family. If anyone threatens Hakai, Yuzuha will use any means necessary to protect him, and she is even willing to commit murder to reach this goal. Yuzuha is an exceptionally powerful fighter, and her fighting style is flexible, nimble, and acrobatic. She uses flying kicks as her main method of attack, and these flying kicks are very powerful. Her attacks have the capacity to knock down high-ranking gang members. And this was shown when she was easily able to knock a Nupi to the ground with only a single kick. Her attacks have impressive agility, and they are so fast that even a Nupi could not react in time to dodge. Also, Yuzuha was able to take twice the amount of beatings from Taiju than Hakai was able to, because she was taking Hakai's beatings for him. And this shows how durable Yuzuha is. Also, during the Christmas conflict, she was able to remain conscious after being punched in the face by Taiju many times. Yuzuha cares for her little brother very much, and as a teenager, Yuzuha still takes Hakai's beatings for him. They always spend time together, and they also enjoy going bowling with each other. And Yuzuha loves Hakai so much that she even has his picture as the screensaver for her phone. When Taiju forced Hakai to leave Toman, Yuzuha tried to stand up for Hakai, but she was beaten up by Taiju. And even after being physically abused for many years, Yuzuha still had the willpower to keep on fighting, and to keep protecting Hakai. But this eventually resulted in Yuzuha trying to kill Taiju. Yuzuha snuck up behind Taiju, and she stabbed him in the back with a knife. However, Taiju was able to recover from the stab wound, and he went on to repeatedly punch her in the face. But even after getting punched, Yuzuha kept getting back up in order to protect her little brother. Eventually, Mitsuya showed up to protect Yuzuha, and he told her that he majorly respects her for protecting Hakai for all this time. Yuzuha has a really good relationship with Mitsuya, and she sees him as an older brother figure. After Taiju got defeated, Yuzuha went to talk to him. And Yuzuha told Taiju that if he doesn't change after this, then he is an idiot. She goes on to say that after the death of their mother, he never talked about their mother, he just sulked around, and he put all the pressure on himself. And Yuzuha says that she thought she was all alone too, and Yuzuha says she hates it so much that she wants to die, but she still loves her family. After the Christmas conflict, Yuzuha decided to go to a festival with Hakai, Takemichi, Mitsuya, and Hinata. And Hakai noticed that Yuzuha kept staring at Takemichi. Yuzuha was impressed that Takemichi was able to change both Hakai and taiju, and she thinks that Takemichi is a very cool person. Yuzuha blushes, and then she says that she thinks Takemichi is a really amazing person. Yuzuha revealed that she actually has a crush on Takemichi, however, since she respects Hinata, she would never want to be with him. And Yuzuha says that since Takemichi already has Hinata, it will just be a one-sided crush. During the Banten arc, Hakai became a very successful model, and Yuzuha decided to become Hakai's manager. Yuzuha helps Hakai with his modeling job, and she supports him by staying by his side. She was also there when Hinata tried on her wedding dress, and Yuzuha helped Hinata change into her dress. And Yuzuha also complimented Mitsuya's dressmaking skills, and she commended him for being an independent person. Anyway, this is the end of this video, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, then like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for watching.